love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs.
And you learned how to not ignore yours.
I discovered how to make healthier meals.
And I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Richard Smucker, Chairman of the Board of the Trustees of the Cleveland Orchestra. On behalf of the orchestra's musicians, its President and CEO, Andre Gremier, staff, and trustees, I'm honored to welcome you tonight to Severance Hall and to extend our warmest greetings to our late radio listeners on WCLB and WCPN. The Cleveland Orchestra has been bringing the community together for 39 years to celebrate the life and ideals of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And for 16 years, the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Service Awards have recognized extraordinary citizens in our community who are making a difference in the spirit of Dr. King. To begin this evening, please help me welcome Reverend James P. Quincy III of the Lee Road Baptist Church, who will deliver the invocation. Following the invocation, Margot Copeland, CEO and Chair of the Key Bank Foundation, will provide remarks from our generous sponsor tonight, Key Bank.
Please join me as we bow our heads and close our eyes and reflect. Let us pray together. Sovereign Creator, as we gather together this evening within these historic and solemn walls, we pause to honor one of your chosen servants, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who lived and gave his life for the strengthening of community, the elimination of inequality, and the ultimate goal of peace. We invoke your divine presence upon this occasion, our honorees, our orchestra, our leaders, and ourselves, as we humbly seek to celebrate our progress while thanking you for sharing him with us 90 years ago. Because of his work and your grace, we, though not a perfect nation, can boldly proclaim that we are a better nation and our beloved Cleveland is a better city. Grant us your eternal guidance. Amen.
Amen.
Good evening. Good evening. 18 years ago, Key Bank connected and partnered with Cleveland Orchestra in presenting this wonderful evening. We are so proud, and on behalf of Beth Mooney, our CEO, and all of my associates at Key Bank, welcome as we celebrate the life and dream of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. My heart is full right now because an incredible thing happened in Cleveland, Ohio on Friday. We announced that the students of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, beginning with the graduating class of 2019, and each succeeding class for the next 25 years, will have a guarantee of tuition for college. For those of you not familiar, I want you to go on the website of Say Yes to Education Cleveland, and you'll learn more about it. But every child who finishes a Cleveland high school that meets the criteria will have the opportunity to go on and pursue their dreams. And what this will do, if you're a little kindergartner, if you're a little fourth grader, if you're a ninth grader, you'll have a college-going mentality. And by the time this program takes hold, it won't be if you're going to college, can I go to college? It'll be, where am I going to college? So this moment is a dream come true for so many who are toiling in the vineyards that Dr. King and so many others, thousands and thousands of us who bled and died so we could stand here and give voice to his dream. So tonight, with a grateful heart, I say happy birthday to Dr. King, and long live the dream. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Quincy and Margot Copeland, for your heartfelt thoughts and for that wonderful announcement tonight. I would also like to acknowledge the many distinguished city, county, and state and federal elected officials who are in our audience this evening. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight. Please now help me welcome to the stage Jeffrey Weaver, the chairman of the Cleveland Orchestra's Community Engagement Committee, who will present this year's Martin Luther King Jr. Community Service Awards. Jeff?
Good evening. The Martin Luther King Jr. Community Service Awards are presented at this concert annually. We are delighted to have with us on this important occasion Mayor Frank G. Jackson, as well as our Ward 9 City Councilman Kevin Conwell, and Cuyahoga County Councilwoman Yvonne Conwell to help us congratulate the award winners. Please help me welcome them. Each year, we recognize individuals and organizations who have positively impacted Cleveland in the spirit of Dr. King's teachings. We seek those who have championed social justice, promoted diversity and inclusion, advocated for educational excellence, are leaders in the community building and civic engagement, and those who promote understanding and acceptance through music and the arts. This evening marks the 16th anniversary of the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Service Awards. Over the past 15 years, these Community Service Awards have honored, among others, Judge Jean Murrell Capers, Congresswoman Louis Stokes, the Honorary Carl B. Stokes, all of blessed memory, Dr. Julian Earls, George Forbes, Dr. Charles Maudlin, Robert P. Madison, and the Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr., just to name a few. We've also honored a host of young people on the rise, as well as business and organizations who have made a significant impact to our city. Tonight, our first MLK Community Service Award recognizes one such outstanding organization, the Positive Education Program, or PEP. Accepting the award for PEP is Ms. Habiba Grimes. Since its founding in 1971, the nationally recognized program for at-risk children has not wavered from its singular purpose to help troubled children learn and grow. Few tasks could be more demanding or daunting. PEP realizes the mental health skills of all 500 trained professionals to powerfully positive transforms the lives of over 2,500 children with very special needs, including the challenges of autism, the impact of violence, and violence in their lives. PEP instills in children, youth, and their families a sense of optimism, dignity, and the hope for the future. For its dedication to positive impact on the lives of at-risk children in our community, the Cleveland Orchestra is proud to recognize the Positive Education Program as the 2019 recipient in the Business Organization category of the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Service Award. Thank you. Our second MLK Community Service Award goes to a young lady who promotes diversity and inclusion and greater understanding with acceptance through music and the arts. Ms. Kayla Thomas. Kayla recognized the lack of diversity in the ballet industry and used her skills to promote inclusion in ballet by teaching classes at the Cleveland Ballet in the City program and organized dance performances locally. Kayla is also a 2018 honors graduate and a valedictorian of the Cleveland School of the Arts, a member of the National Honor Society, Phi Beta Kappa, and Phi Theta Kappa high school honor societies, a volunteer with the United Black Fund, United Way, the Cleveland Food Bank, and Sisters of Charity Foundation. Kayla is now pursuing a BFA in dance at Fordham University in conjunction with the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. So Kayla is obviously not on stage. Accepting the MLK Community Service Award for Kayla, who is busy studying at Fordham, is a proud mother, Mrs. Linda Felton, and her proud father, Mr. Felton Thomas, Executive Director and CEO of the Cleveland Public Library. Thank you. And last, but certainly not least, it is our honor tonight to recognize Reverend Dr. Emmett Theophilus Cavanis with the 2019 Martin Luther King Jr. Community Service Award for his outstanding dedication and service to the Cleveland community. Since 1961, Reverend Dr. E.T. Cavanis has been the dynamic senior pastor of the historic Greater Abyssinia Baptist Church in Cleveland, where he preaches a brand of social gospel that marries community activism with spirituality. In addition to his leadership of the Greater Abyssinian Baptist Church and its ministries in the greater Glenville community of Cleveland, Dr. Cavanis has been and continues to be a significant leader in our city, state, and country. While his leadership has been in the ongoing effort for civil rights, Dr. Cavanis has also served on the Cleveland City Council, on the staff of the late Mayor George Voyanovich, and was one of those instrumental in electing the late Carl Stokes as the first African-American mayor of a major American city, Cleveland, Ohio. Reverend Cavanis has been is a sought-after voice of counsel for presidents, congressmen, senators, governors, and other elected officials. And he has encouraged generations of young people to discover and add their voices to the great chorus of those seeking social justice in our city. I am pleased to announce that in addition to receiving tonight's honor, Reverend Cavanis's life and achievements will be captured in a major exhibit, Reverend E.T. Cavanis, Church, Community, Cleveland. That opens tomorrow at the Cleveland Historic Center in University Circle. A special ribbon cutting will take place at 12 noon tomorrow. In recognition of his life of servant leadership, justice, and enduring service, the Cleveland Orchestra is proud to recognize the Reverend Dr. E.T. Cavanis as the 2019 recipient in the adult category of the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Service Award. Thank you. Congratulations to all of our award recipients, and enjoy the performance.
Thank you, Mr. Weaver, Mayor Jackson, and council representatives. Let me add my congratulations to each of the award winners. Tomorrow, from noon till 5 p.m., please join us for our annual MLK Community Open House and Day of Music here at Severance Hall. It's a free, all-day event featuring music and dance performances by local community ensembles, plus our Cleveland Orchestra Youth Orchestra and Chorus, and family-friendly activities honoring Dr. King. And finally, I encourage you to bring your gently used instruments to Severance Hall tomorrow as we launch Play It Forward Cleveland, an instrument donation drive for Cleveland's kids in collaboration with Cleveland City Council, the Cleveland School District, Arts Cleveland, and the Center for Arts-Inspired Learning. Please help us put musical instruments into the hands of Cleveland's children so they too can experience the pride, the joy, and the lifelong benefits music making provides them. For more information, go to clevelandorchestra.com. And now, enjoy tonight's performance. Thank you.